Hi, this is Spencer, and you're listening to The Other Show.
Spencer, do you know what is the worst?
I-15 rush hour?
Well, yes, absolutely. But it's specifically when you're driving along on the freeway and you get behind one of those trucks, like specifically one of those dump trucks, right?
Oh, yeah.
And before you can get out from behind that dump truck, one of those rocks from the back of the truck slings up, hits your windshield, and boom, you got a chip, right? I absolutely hate it. Now, if you're like me, you watch that chip gradually grow from a little chip to a whole long crack that just goes along that whole windshield. I hate it. I hate dealing with it. I hate looking at it. It's just such a hassle.
Luckily, you can use our friends at Ashby Agency and Associates. They're backed by American Family Insurance, and they can help you with that crack.
Thank you.
AmFam offers $0 comprehensible deductibles, which means there's no out-of-pocket cost for that windshield. Additionally, you can customize your discount based on how you drive and save as much as 20% on your auto insurance with Drive My Way. And for the most savings, bundle your home or renter's policies with your auto, camper, umbrella, ATV, UTV, motorcycle, boat, snowmobile, business, and even life insurance policies. Let the insurance advisors at Ashby Agency and Associates help you save today.
Call Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. at 385-383-3117. Again, that's 385-383-3117. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. American Family Insurance. We're really going to have to work on that last part.
Uh-huh. So I got the weirdest text from Stephanie today.
Okay. Your wife, indeed.
My wife indeed.
Your wife?
My wife. And she sends me this picture of a candle, and she let me pull this up really quick.
For everyone to see.
Mhm.
Everyone in the studio audience.
Everybody trust me, this is like insane.
I haven't seen it yet, so now I'm just imagining.
If it's anything like my wife, then it's a sale from Bed Bath & Beyond or whatever it is.
Is that store still even open?
There's a few.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so the candle. So she says, "Hey, I just bought this candle. It's the cheapest one they had that wasn't pumpkin spice."
Okay.
And this candle, let me describe it to you. It is, I should actually go downstairs and grab it. Cream and vanilla.
Ooh.
Smoke odor exterminator.
What?
For cigs, cigars, and pipes. 420 friendly.
Wait. Wait. What kind of habits are you guys getting into?
She just asked,
is this why you went to Colorado last week? What's going on?
Did I order a weed candle?
I think you sure did.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she ordered a weed candle. So now she's concerned and she's asking questions like, so if we burn this, are we going to get high? It doesn't seem like something Amazon should be selling.
No, it seems like something. It's a smoke killer. I think this is something for teenagers that when they're smoking weed in their room, we just got the E, that this
like
can kill the smell.
Right?
Yeah, they can. Yeah, dandelions, arugula, you name it.
Morning glories.
Sure.
Arugula's not a weed.
It is such a weed.
And here I was worried that it was going to be one of Gwyneth Paltrow's candles.
Oh.
No. No, she ordered a weed candle.
Wait, so didn't she
was
read
concerned
it?
that she was going to get high.
Didn't she? Oh.
She just bought it because it was the cheapest one that wasn't pumpkin spice.
There's a reason why it was cheap.
I actually hate pumpkin spice smell, so that's why she was being considerate for me.
Why do you hate it? Why do you hate your skin color, first off? Because
ouch,
we're basically made of pumpkin spice this time of year. Why do you hate yourself so much?
No, I love pumpkin chocolate chip cookies. Like, that is hands down.
It's a tier 2, but sure, go ahead.
No.
Yeah,
that is like a tier god.
No, that's it.
Oh, please.
I'm going with a tier 3 and just going to mess up all the rankings. Oops, wrong show.
If I could, I would be sneaking these cookies into church to put on the sacrament tray.
There we are.
And here we go.
Look, I'm not kidding. These cookies are delicious. But for whatever reason, when you put it like into a scent, like a distilled scent,
yeah,
I hate it. Like, it gives me headaches.
There are 9,000 worse scents in this world than pumpkin spice. Pumpkin spice is just fine. It's fine. right?
There's nothing offensive about the smell whatsoever, except before, September 1st.
Yeah. And then it's just inappropriate.
Right.
No, let's skip pumpkin spice scent season altogether and go right to pine needle season.
Is it pine needle or peppermint season? What's the predominant smell? Is it pine needle?
It's pine needle.
Yeah, but the fake pine needle smell is also not good.
Yeah. No, it's better than pumpkin spice. Like, have you seen those things that you like slip into your artificial tree to make it smell like a pine tree? They look like little pine tree blunts.
Pine tree blunts.
Yeah, we definitely got the E now.
Wait, so is she okay with the candle now? Is she okay to light the candle? And
I'm telling her to hold off until at least Christmas time.
Is she bringing it to parties and passing it around? That's what I want to know. So
now I'm just picturing my wife passing around a candle. Like, it looks like a Yankees workshop candle.
Yeah, it's like puff, puff, give, all right?
It's white elephant, isn't it?
Them's the rules.
420
friendly. Your wife's like $4.20 friendly? What does that mean?
My wife understands.
Wait, why, Josh? Why?
Because she likes candles.
Is that now going to be like code? Is that going to be code for somebody?
Code for what? Drugs.
Okay, look. She has a prescription, okay? And
she likes candles.
No, she has a prescription. It's legal, all right?
Sure.
And
for candles?
And she took half a gummy on our wedding day, and yeah, it was great. Then the next day when we left for the honeymoon, she took the same amount, thinking it would help because she gets nervous flying.
Sure. Yeah.
And she came walking out of the airport bathroom, looking at me kind of puzzled like, and she's like, Have you ever questioned humanity?
Wait. So she's having 1 a.m. thoughts in the middle of an airport?
Yeah, at like 11 o'clock in the morning.
I knew a lot of people like your wife in college.
But not in the middle of the day. And not as well put together as...
Yeah, surprisingly, I went to BYU, Idaho.
Yeah, and that could have just been triggered by caffeinated, Mountain Dew.
It probably was. Coca-Cola with caffeine?
Are you kidding me? It's Rexburg, Idaho. It's all non-caffeinated.
There's got to be something, right?
That's sad.
Stop it. There's caffeine there.
The strongest thing they have there is Diet Coke, caffeine-free.
Oh, you're lying.
Yeah, I'm lying.
You're lying. This isn't like the MTC when you go in and there's caffeine-free everything, and it's the biggest bummer.
No, but so...
By the way, MTC is a missionary training center for everyone that doesn't know.
I'm sure we have at least one listener in Rexburg. I don't know if this is still the case, but when I was there, the only place that served alcohol was the Applebee's, and that was technically just outside of Rexburg city boundaries.
Wait, is it a dry city?
It's a dry city.
Huh.
A dry, meaning like Levi 501 protection plan? Is that what we're talking about?
Probably everything.
It's the dry movement, the friction, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Oh, we're not going there. But then again, we already have the E.
We already have.
I was going to say, when Cosby came to perform at BYU, Idaho.
What?
He stayed at the hotel next to the Applebee's. And now we know why.
It's what, they serving Quaaludes? Like, what do you mean? Do we just have a goal every show to not get the E? And we always fail?
Look, let's be honest. If you were to slip anything into food at Applebee's, you wouldn't notice.
You wouldn't really notice.
Because it all tastes the same.
Okay, that appetizer sampler is pretty stunning.
No.
Okay. That's tier 1 Applebee's.
I'm with Spencer here, though.
No, everything on that appetizer sampler tastes like cream cheese.
That's a great taste. Hey, guess what, Spencer? Taste of cream cheese, better than pumpkin chocolate chip cookies.
Cream cheese goes in pumpkin chocolate chip cookies if you do them right.
Does it?
All right, you win.
Yeah.
Well, there's basically all...
Pumpkin rolls, Josh. Pumpkin rolls. Which ironically is what I developed after I ate a whole box of pumpkin chocolate chip cookies.
I feel you.
All right, we actually have a guest today, and she's been really quiet.
Yes.
And it's too bad. So, Jess, you've been really quiet. Any reason why?
Well, listen, I know that pumpkin talk is really important, and I really didn't want to interrupt you guys.
Yeah, with a podcast with three
I know how
dudes,
passionate Spencer is.
pumpkin talk is very important, okay?
Wait a second. I thought the ladies invented pumpkin talk.
Yeah, they colonized it, probably. I don't know.
Yeah, true.
Jess, do you like pumpkin spice?
I don't like pumpkin spice lattes.
Okay.
I don't. It's not my favorite.
Yeah, but you said just a latte, but what about the cookies?
Tier 2.
I don't
Tier
like
2.
pumpkin cookies either.
Pumpkin
Like
rolls?
ice?
Are you asking for yourself?
Pumpkin, what are you putting pumpkin in, Everett? Why?
Why not?
You know, with these opinions about pumpkin and pumpkin spice, I'm just going to go ahead and assume that you don't own a puffy coat and Uggs.
I don't have Uggs.
She has a puffy coat.
I'm sorry, my cat is being like the biggest.
This is a cat podcast, Jess,
Yep.
so it's fine.
You're officially a podcat.
He's missing an entire week. I don't even know if I have a puffy coat. I just buy what Robert wears. Like I just buy what Robert wears me. The other way around.
Yeah, that was cute. Well, welcome to the show. We're going to be utilizing you a lot this month, so just letting you know now. And by this month, I mean October,
Yeah.
because we're into spooky season.
Yes.
So we're going to talk about some scary stuff. But before that, you went to Disneyland, right?
I did go to Disneyland. I went to Oogie Boogie Bash.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
It was adorable and I loved it. And it was like, I didn't know what to expect. They brought out the trick or treat lines and I realized candy was going to happen and I got really excited. So
Did you dress up for it? Or do you just show up and you just go through the lines?
yeah, we just showed up and we just went through lines. We didn't dress up.
Okay.
Because like there were people in like full faces and makeup and like I didn't want to do that in California in September because I could just feel my face melting watching them.
Yeah.
It is so hot in September in Anaheim.
I would also be worried that I'd bring like this super intricate costume and then get there and they'd be like, yeah, you can't wear that. I'm like, why can't I wear my Xanadu costume?
Xanadu. That's the costume you went with.
I saw you more as like an Ursula kind of character.
You would.
Ursula with a mustache, though.
Yes, please.
Which,
keep it.
honestly, makes sense.
Yeah.
It's a prequel.
Yeah.
Okay. So wait, tell me about, and I've seen pictures. Is this Halloween, is it like a line? Do they have like the villainous characters stand there and they kind of talk to you as you walk through and then you get candy from them? Is that what I'm talking, is that the right thing?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. So you walk through a line and they have like a few little stations on the way to the villain and they give you candy and then you get to the villain and they just do their little villainy thing. We only did about half of them because my friend lost her candy on the Little Mermaid ride.
Oh.
Ursula.
So-
Ursula
And she
stole
doesn't
it.
have
Ursula.
her candy back anymore and I feel bad. I know.
Poor unfortunate soul. That was so lame.
we
I'm so
roll.
sorry.
Dad jokes for
How we
days.
I know.
roll.
Well, I did the same thing at Lagoon back in the day when I was a teenager, and it's called Spookaboo. And I was Mr. Maple. I dressed up my face and arms were protruding through a tree, and I handed out granola bars. So it feels like the same thing. It feels like Disney probably has the
Yeah.
same sort of quality as Lagoon in 1999.
Yeah.
I will say they had like a villain walkthrough forest in the Redwood area that was like absolutely gorgeous and probably my favorite part of the entire thing.
So what villains did they have?
So they had the Red Queen from Alice in Wonderland, and then they had like a Cheshire Cat projection, which was my favorite.
Oh,
That
wow.
sounds way
And then
cool.
they had like Lion King, so they had like explode like the volcanic explosions going off, and then they had like
Awesome.
the silhouettes of the hyenas singing "Be Prepared." It was super cool.
Did Madame Mim make an appearance?
There was, because I was like freaking out because I love The Sword in the Stone. It's like one of my favorites,
Jess.
and I was like, "It's Madame
Jess,
Mim." And
Was any of this candy, was it gummy form? And did you get it from Josh's wife? You're like, I'm pretty sure I imagine Madame Mim. Imaginary Madame Mim.
No, she is probably the most underrated Disney villain, in my opinion. Because
No,
she's
she was there, and
scary.
I was freaking out about it. And my friend was like, "I don't know who that is," and I was like, "How?"
like,
I heard she just
So,
throws candy at you. Not to you,
wish.
but
Like-
at you.
I should have walked closer.
Listen, we all know the greatest villain from Sword in the Stone is actually Arthur. It's Arthur the squirrel because he breaks that sweet squirrel's heart Did I say squirrels? I meant squirrels. He breaks her heart. And it's the saddest thing. It pulls my heart to and fro. Okay?
It's the saddest love story ever told.
And then he turns back into a human, and she's crushed, and it challenges her mindset. I still think about it today.
Yeah.
You should.
I feel like some former ex-girlfriends can attest to something happening like that to them. With you. You're the squirrel in their life.
Okay. Jess, tell us more about Disneyland. I'm going to get you for that, Josh.
I know.
Okay, so Oogie Boogie Bash, is it for all ages? Is it for kids? I know it's Disneyland, so everything is for kids, but is it more targeted towards, hey, bring your kids to get candy, or is it like just everyone can go and have a good time?
I mean, everyone can come have a good time. It was very, I would say it's more targeted towards like children. It's very cute and very fun. In contrast, I went to Halloween Horror Nights the day, like 2 days before. Yeah. So like that was very stark differences.
Right.
So Halloween Disney was really cute and really kid friendly. I'm like, I would take Felix there. He would love it.
Okay.
Nothing like too scary.
Mm-hmm.
Now, did you mainly do like the trick-or-treating? Did you hit up as many rides as you could? Because that's essentially what you kind of do with these rides, because there are so few people in the park.
Yeah, we hit up as many rides as we could too. We did like the Tower of Terror. I made my friend do it twice, or I guess it's like Guardians now.
Yeah, Mission Breakout.
But we did that twice.
Was it the Monster Escape or whatever it's called? I know everyone's yelling at me right now, but it's like the heavy metal one.
Yeah, that's the only one I've ever done.
Oh, it is? It's awesome. It's my favorite version.
I love it.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
I didn't like it.
You didn't? What?
Not to be contrarian.
Yeah, but
I just felt like that there was. I know there's supposedly more falls in it, but I felt like they were shorter falls, and I loved the free fall feeling.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Okay, we need an expert to tell us.
I don't see you as a I love free falls type of person.
Oh, I love it.
Like Rocket, like Re-Entry. I thought you hated that ride.
Oh no, I love that ride. The only thing I hate about it is that it almost killed me. But that's another story for another time.
I hate the Rocket Re-Entry. I will not go on it anymore.
No,
I'm too old for that.
I will only do the blast off because I cannot.
Yeah, blast off is okay.
I cannot deal with that anticipation. Like my heart.
Oh, see, that's
just doesn't have it in it anymore. Like
I like how we brought it back to Lagoon. We're literally talking about Disneyland, the happiest place on earth. We're like, hey guys, regional reference.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way,
Dude.
my daughter did go on Primordial or whatever it's called.
And
Primordial?
And she says it's pretty cool.
Oh.
Like it's good for Lagoon.
I'm pretty sure you have to talk to your bishop if you do Primordial.
Nope. Okay. Okay. So Jess, tell us about Disneyland.
So
I saw the pictures. You double fisted a pickle and a corn dog.
I did it just for you guys. For you, Spencer.
I appreciate that.
I did the pickle for you.
Tell us about the pickle.
I think everybody that listens.
Tier 2, Tier 3. What are your thoughts?
It was tier a pickle because I don't like pickles.
That seems pretty low.
But see, that's the dedication, though.
I ate half of it.
Whoa.
So, like, I feel like it was a pretty good pickle because I at least ate half.
You know what?
For someone that doesn't like pickles.
I'm going to give you an A for effort. You get a pickle badge. Josh, can we put that in the store?
A pickle badge? Yeah, actually, I can.
It's like a merit badge, but if you eat a pickle at Disneyland, you get a pickle badge.
If you can eat half of this thing in one sitting, pickle badge.
I like how we've supposed to be talking about Disneyland and we're talking about pickles and Lagoon.
Okay, so highlights. By the way, do you like the Haunted Mansion ride the normal way or the Nightmare Before Christmas overlay?
I mean, I love them both, but like Nightmare Before Christmas was really fun. Apparently, I learned this from our new friend that we met, and that's a story I'll get into.
Okay.
Like a
they
friend or like a real friend?
Yeah, we met a new friend, and it was a very special encounter. But the Nightmare Before Christmas ride, they actually included what was supposed to be like one of the original characters.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yes.
Yeah. For the Haunted Mansion ride, and it was like the Candle Man. And so we wrote it like 3 times in a row to find this little Candleman figure, and we finally found him, and it was like so cool.
Is it a scary character or just kind of blink and you miss it? Like,
it's like this big.
So you would miss it. It's more of a callback for like the big nerds of like the Haunted Mansion Disneyland. And
that's tiny.
Yeah, so the Candleman. This actually a couple years ago when I went down to Baird Manor and went through his Jeff Baird and the Baird Manor, who honestly go hit that up anytime during spooky season down in Lehigh. He had a Candleman as part of his the backyard tour. And oh my gosh, like as soon as I saw that on YouTube, I sent Jeff the link, and he's like, I'm actually in Disneyland right now.
That's awesome.
So
that's awesome.
Anyway, no, I thought that is so cool. That got me way excited because Candleman is one of those kind of quirky Disney trivia things that not a lot of people know about, but if you find it, you can
be on a panel.
Yeah.
You feel really cool. Yeah.
So this friend of yours in this magical moment, you told us a little bit before. Well, I guess, how did you meet this friend?
So we did Oogie Boogie nights on Tuesday night, and then Wednesday and Thursday we did full days in Disney. So my friend Nicole that I went with, she was like, all right, Wednesday we're getting in the ride at opening and we're booking it back to Star Wars Rise of the Resistance because otherwise you're not getting on the ride.
Yeah.
So we were waiting for it to open essentially. And there's this old man, like an older gentleman that was sitting there waiting as well. People started kind of moving. It looked like they were going to open. And he's like, oh, they might be opening. This is kind of like what happens when they open the ride. And so we just started talking to him. And he got talking about how he comes there pretty often. And like he was just on his way through to see his wife's cousin and help her out with some stuff. And he was just stopping for the morning and would do like just a few things in Disney. And it turns out he was a Club 33 member.
Ooh.
And so
did you get the hookups?
We became friends. We did get hookups. We rode some rides
like
with him.
What kind of hookups?
He took
like
us into Club 33.
Like little people hookups?
No. He was really sweet and like, I don't know. He was just like a very grandpa kind of figure. So we just kind of, when we were getting on the ride, he's like, can I ride with you guys? And we were like, yeah, absolutely. We're a party of 3 now. And so like he came back the next day. Like he wasn't planning on coming back the next day. He came back the next day and stayed with us in the park till like 6 p.m.
Wow.
What?
And just rode rides and stuff.
Was it easier to be his friend once you found out his title? Or were you just willing to be his friend regardless?
We were already talking to him. We were already inviting him on the ride. And then like
I just want to make sure you're not a social climber at Disneyland. No. That's all.
No. And then like we went to Olga's and we were like, we're going to go to Olga's. And like we got 2 drinks because that's the limit that you can have at Olga's before they kick you out. And so that's like your time limit basically. And so he was like, well, I'm really impressed you 2 ladies finished both those drinks. And then he was like, well, we can go over to Club 33. And we were like, excuse me, what? Like, and both of us, like, we were trying to play it off so cool. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, sounds great. Whatever.
No. I love how he just casually drops out. Like, he knows he's like the James Bond of Disneyland.
Yeah. Here's what I want to know. What did he expect afterwards? Because, you have 2 young women. He's like, you guys want to go to Club 33? Like, I'm a little worried. He's hoping for something a little more.
Hey, Kent,
that's the
just
thing is
double that number and add 3.
Hold on 1 sec. Okay.
Yeah.
That's the thing is like in no way of telling the story. It doesn't like not come out sounding a little weird, but like genuinely just like a sweet guy. Yeah.
He's a Disney old man.
Yeah, he talked about his wife a lot. Just from the way he was speaking, we kind of got the impression that his wife had passed recently. And so I think he was just having fun experiencing Disney. And like, he really enjoyed going on rides with me because I hadn't been there in like 16 years. Wow. So it was all new, right? Oh. And I love Star Wars and seeing all the Star Wars stuff. He was like really excited for me to see all the Star Wars stuff.
Oh,
like,
awesome.
I think he just genuinely had fun hanging out with us. So
just watch. His wife was actually just outside the park and didn't want to go in.
He left her in the parking lot because he saw you guys. No, that's honestly really special that you got to have that, that experience going for the first time in a long time, and that he got to not just be by himself for that little trip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's almost like a movie.
We exchanged numbers.
Yeah.
So yeah, he wants when I take Felix back, he wants to like meet up, and he's like, I'd love to like watch your kid experience Disney for the first time and stuff.
Oh,
would it be weird if 3 middle-aged guys joined you at Club 33 with him? Would that be weird? Just let me know now.
No, but Kent, this would be really weird if it happened at any other park. Imagine going to Lagoon and like this old man's like, I can get you into the beer garden. Bring him like, boy, next time I'll watch him experience Puff the first time.
What do I have to do? What do I have to do to get in? Do I have to tilt a whirl? I will.
Ew. I'm never going to ride that ride ever again.
Yeah, my friend Nicole usually goes by herself every year, though. And she's like, honestly, if you had not been with me, I wouldn't have experienced this. Because, like, rule number 1 of not getting murdered is don't go to the second location.
Yeah.
Like,
okay.
Because we both had each other, we felt pretty chill and, like, a lot safer about it.
So,
and it turned out really fun.
So describe walking into Club 33 for the first time.
So he let me use his key card.
Okay.
He let me do the scanning
Can you just
thing.
walk in? Is there a line to get in, or you just walk in and say, "Hey,
no,
here"?
You scan the card and then you wait for them to open the door and let you in.
What?
And welcome you in.
It's the speakeasy.
Like,
I love it.
Basically,
because Josh, you've been there, right? You went and you had a little
rendezvous.
Excursion, a little rendezvous, specifically.
Did you make out with a midget?
Yes.
You can't say midget, Jess.
No. I might have to bleep that out. Because that will definitely give us the E.
I know.
But yeah, no, I went, when was it? Almost 12 years ago. So it was a lot different. It was much easier to get into Club 33 like 12 years ago because they changed it. Because I think the owner or the membership owner had to be with you or has to be with you now. So I didn't have to have that when I went.
Is it a restaurant? Is it? I picture you walk in. It's like this dimly lit room, but it's like a restaurant where people are just kind of hanging out. Am I wrong?
I mean, well, when I went, I wouldn't say it's necessarily like dimly lit. It looks very high class. There's also like a dessert bar and I think like a salad bar if I remember correctly.
So it's kind of like the Maddox.
But there's also the main dish that you have as well that you order. And I don't know, but I'm going to let Jess tell her story because, I mean, she's obviously been there, last week. So
yeah, It was really cool. You walk in and you see the staircase that everyone knows and loves. We went upstairs and they had the like dining area that's like the nicer dining area and no one was there. So they let us walk back and just kind of look at it and stuff. And then we walked through their wine cellar that they have, and that basically leads to the lounge area where we got drinks and food and got to hang out in Club 33.
So what did you order?
I just got water the first day because I was like felt weird, and we like ate so much food that morning. The second day I got a salad, and it was fantastic.
You got a salad and a water at Club 33?
Yeah.
I'm so disappointed.
Listen. No, I got a drink the next day, but like it was an amazing salad. I wasn't gonna order. You wanted me to order the like $200 caviar because I wasn't gonna do that.
No, see, I just thought that maybe they sacrifice the children that get lost at Disneyland, and that's where they serve them. You know, I have my thoughts about what really happens at Disneyland. So the salad and water really just blew that up. I'm disappointed.
Never gonna have them. I don't want to go to Disneyland with you anymore.
No, I'm not saying I want that.
Oh.
I expect that.
Oh, okay, much different.
Sure. But so you exchange numbers. Is this something that, like you said, you'll bring Felix and you can go back and experience it again? Like you didn't feel like this was like a once in a lifetime thing. You're like, I'll probably be back.
Oh, I mean, like, not really. Like,
okay.
If I were to go back to Disneyland, I would like let him know if he wants to like come and hang out with us, but I'm not gonna expect anything.
Yeah, of course.
in that sense, like I felt like we just like genuinely made a really good friend, and he like just exploring the park with him. He had so much trivia, like the Candleman, and like there's the spot that's by the drawbridge that people always say is like the center of Disneyland, and he's like, "I'll tell you a secret. That's not the center of Disneyland. That's the surveyor's mark." Everyone thinks it's the center of Disneyland, but it's not actually.
What was your favorite ride? It's been 16 years. What was your favorite ride? And why is it Space Mountain? But Rise of Resistance is still pretty cool.
Listen, Space Mountain was closed. It's being renovated.
Yeah.
And it's also not my favorite ride.
What?
Yeah. I haven't done Space Mountain in like so long because it's been closed every time I've gone.
Wow. And Spencer, watch your mouth. Pumpkin cookies over there. It's the best ride there.
No, as far as mountains go, it's a tier 3 mountain.
It's a tier 3 mountain, but is it a tier 1 mountain? Because
is it really a mountain?
I don't even know what it is.
It's a mountain because it's not a mountain.
So okay, rank these, all you guys. Splash, rest in peace.
Tier 1.
Thunder.
Never been on it actually.
Tier 1. What?
Space.
Tier 2.
What?
I love it, but the ride experience is much better at Magic Kingdom, in my opinion.
Guys, we're getting a little too bacon sale. I don't want Joel to get mad.
I think that's okay. All right. Well, yeah. So, what's your actual favorite ride?
Was probably Smuggler's Run.
What?
Really?
Because it's like playing a video game. Because you get to drive the Millennium Falcon and like hit all the buttons.
Wait.
And I got to be the pilot, the gunner, and the engineer.
And you like the gunner and the engineer still?
The engineer is the role that they always give me because they know I'm going to screw up anything else.
That's where I was too, and I just got sick.
Smuggler's Run was your favorite? I mean, I know for the line experience, it's freaking awesome.
Aside from like, classic is probably Pirates, honestly.
Yeah, Pirates is great.
And we got to eat at the Blue Bayou, which was really cool. Because then we went on Pirates again and we're like, there's our waiter Dan.
Did you yell his name across the bayou?
Dan!
Save us!
Remember when you gave us food?
Did you go on Mickey's Runaway Railway and did you do Rise of Resistance?
We did Rise of the Resistance the first day because we got on it as soon as it opened.
Nice.
And it was amazing.
Of course.
We didn't do Mickey's Runaway Railway because the second day we did not get there early enough and there's just no way. Because like the genie pass doesn't work for that. You have to pay like an extra $25.
If Spencer life hack, if you go late enough and Toontown is still open, kids are asleep. So it's like a 20-minute line. It's great.
That's a great hack.
Yeah. So just stay till late. That's how I do Disney. I stay till late.
And if you take all the kids to Club 33 and give them some drinks, they'll be asleep even earlier. Remember, the limit's 2 at Oga's. So we're talking a lot about Club 33, but how do you get into Club 33? Do you like have to kill somebody?
Yeah.
Because I totally do it.
Who would you kill to get into Club 33? That's the question of the week.
I'd kill Hitler.
Oh, come on.
He's in Argentina chilling.
Oh, that's probably true. I was going to say go for someone living, but yeah, that makes sense.
Well,
yeah, I think it's like a 10-year wait list or something.
Okay.
Isn't it?
There's quite a
like a significant amount of money.
Yeah.
Just so you know, like season tickets for the Packers is like 65 years. So Club 33 is not all that cool.
65 years?
Yeah,
so your grandkids can go?
Yeah,
but not you?
Put their kids and grandkids on the wait list.
Thank you for telling us all about Club 33 and who we need to kill in order to get there, or who we need to befriend. And I think that's the more important lesson we learned today.
Yeah, that's all about Disney right there.
Make a friend with an old man, and then maybe you get lucky. Anyways, but for us here at home who aren't lucky enough to go to Disneyland, we had Fan X over this past weekend, and
which is basically Disney on a budget.
Well, it's not a budget. It's actually quite expensive. It's fine. But
I didn't say how big that budget was.
Yeah, exactly. So I went for a little bit. Josh, I know you went for a little bit.
Yeah.
And Josh, tell us about the experience you had, because you actually helped lead a panel there, right?
Yeah. This was the second year that I've done this. And
It's actually a really cool opportunity.
Yeah. The thing is my involvement with FanX, Comic-Con, whatever you want to call it. I mean, I guess legally we have to call it FanX now, right?
Yeah.
It has gone back 10 years. This was the 10-year anniversary.
Right.
So
Really?
I was there on the first con, and I love it. I love it. One of my favorite things is I love seeing on those Thursday, Friday, Saturday, even Sunday social media posts, everybody posting their pictures with all of their favorite celebrities, and it's so cool because it just, people just can go and just nerd out, going and seeing some of their favorite actors. And I had friends that were dying to meet, like the Backstreet Boys and everything, and just, I love it. I love the atmosphere of it. It was packed this year, and I don't know what the numbers were, but I mean, it felt packed, especially on that Friday afternoon when we had the panel.
Oh, absolutely.
And so the panel is a Disney trivia panel that I've done the past couple of years. It's put on just amazingly by Sean and everybody at the Word on the Main Street podcast. And we had a blast. We had a panel of their hosts, as well as myself and John Smith. And it was so much fun. Everybody, like, it was packed.
And I remember last year it was just mayhem, right?
Oh,
because
yeah.
the whole audience gets to participate.
Yes.
And it was just nuts.
And so
same this year.
Every round. So it was kind of different trivia. So there was like the general Disney trivia. There was the Disneyland trivia, Pixar, which I really suck at. I found, like, that is such a weak spot for me, because I'm like, every answer I had was like Finding Dory, Toy Story.
To be fair, that's tangentially Disney,
Yeah,
right. But diehards know.
It's like a Disney gray area.
Yeah, I mean, it is.
There's a reason they relegate them all to California Adventure.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
That's true.
What does that say about Little Mermaid?
Oh.
It's actually kind of sad.
Yeah.
See, what they needed to do is just swap Finding Nemo and Little Mermaid in the two parks. Little Mermaid in the submarines would be awesome. But anyway.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, I digress. Anyway, it was a lot of fun. We had... every round had a winner, and we could compete for the prizes, which is usually top 2 or 3, but more often than not we would get booed if we won. So we would give the prizes to the audience.
Right.
And it was, oh my gosh, it was so much fun. I loved it.
I'll be completely honest, FanX isn't quite my scene, but it is a ton of fun to watch everybody else that's going. Like, to see the creative cosplays that some people do, or like I saw Nicole Hale posting like all of her art that she's getting, and I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of jealous of some of that art. Like, it's cool to see the creativity come out in people.
And there were tons of like Disney art that I was looking at. I was tempted to get a lot of like the kind of like real life paintings of like Snow White.
I love that stuff.
And I'm just like, this would be so cool in the house.
My thing, I went for a couple hours on Friday, and I was, mostly I go there to buy some merch. I go there to buy a couple posters or whatever. But I just kept running into, there's so much anime influence there, which is great because the fan base, I think anime is so huge right now. And Jess, I'm speaking out of turn because you know way more about this, but I've seen like a couple anime series, so I feel like I'm pretty in the know. But you get to these one booths, and bless their hearts, but there's a bunch of like anime dudes just like making out, and it really is like a Tumblr page brought to life, which all respect. I'm sure there's an audience to buy it, but I was like, and this is where I am. This is where I ended up. Okay, that's great. But no, there is some amazing art, and it's super cool. I actually missed kind of taking part in it more. Last year was the first year I went in maybe 6-7 years.
Yeah.
And, back in 2013 and 2014 and whatnot, I was doing a couple panels, just regular ones, right? Where it would just be a couple people of my W list territory, because I was, being a movie critic and everything. But we led a few panels and it was great. And I kind of miss doing it. I feel a little too old to really feel enthusiastic to do it anymore, but I miss doing it. I may sign up for next year to join you, Josh.
I was just going to say,
we should do our own panel next year.
Yes.
How do we get our own panel?
So I actually was talking to Sean from The Word on the Main Street and asked him what he did. And he just said, they open up the application process. You apply, you kind of do a proposal of what what you want to do, and then they accept it or they reject it. And so,
I have a great idea. I want to do a podcast family feud, like a live show. Josh and I versus Joel and Zach, moderated by Kent. And let's get like Laura in there.
Okay, hold on. That's already in the works. Okay, so just relax real quick. It's called the Podly Wed game. Just relax. Okay. No, but truly, that is actually in the works. So
we should do it live at.
Yeah, for all 12 people that care.
Right.
It's like
there's dozens of us.
Well, actually, the one thing I was thinking about, because I've gotten the question from a few people, a few listeners even, of how do you start your own podcast? And if there's one genre, especially kind of in nerdom, people love to talk about what they're interested in. And I think what would be really interesting and would be really cool, and something that we obviously have a wealth of knowledge of, is let's do a panel on how you start your own podcast.
I mean, I've had a sports podcast, and then a comic book podcast, and then a crappy podcast, and then
this show.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Wait, which one is which? Hold on. No, Josh.
I'll let you try and figure that out.
Yeah, I mean, I do that sometimes anyways, just behind the scenes. There are people like, hey, can I start a podcast? I'm like, yeah, I'll help you. And then they last for 2 weeks, But I feel pretty passionate about that. I would totally do that.
Oh, yeah.
If people would be interested.
Oh, yeah. I think people would.
Because it's kind of like when people are like, how do I write a book? How do I publish a book? I would also like to know. But I can tell you how to start a podcast.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I actually would like to know how to write a book, because
I think Dennis Gaunt can help you with
that.
Yeah, that's true.
The book writing? Yeah.
And Joanna Reeder.
Yeah.
She is published.
Indeed.
Anyway, yes. So, and she was at FanX, by the way.
Yeah, she was. I didn't see her this year. Yeah.
Yeah, I walked around quite a bit, but I must have just missed her booth. But it was a lot of fun, and I think we should do that next year. I'm 100%, all in for that, because we could have a lot of fun with it. But anyway, yeah. So that was kind of my experience.
Jess, are you coming next year to hang out?
I do want to come next year. Yeah.
Deal. Okay.
I'm like sad that I missed Matthew Lillard, because
there was such a big line for Matthew Lillard, and it's funny, right?
I love him
because he's Shaggy, he's Stu from Scream, but like now that he's cast
Salt Lake City Punk.
Yeah, well, okay, come on.
Salt Lake City
No, but like no one really cared. But since he's been cast in Five Nights at Freddy's, my kids know who he is. They're like William Afton.
What?
Whoa. Nobody cared that he's been Shaggy for the last 20 years.
But no, it's...
yeah, but you act like it's Five Nights at Freddy's.
No, like, the reason, that's a big deal, but it's a different audience. Kids love FNAF.
He got cast in Five Nights at Freddy's for Five Nights at FNAF or whatever.
FNX, that's what it is.
Yes. He got cast in that because he was Shaggy.
Yeah, my kids don't care about Scooby-Doo, to be honest. But they love... They haven't even seen FNAF, right? But they love the fact that...
Are you a good father?
Have they played the games?
Oh, yeah. We've played all the games, actually.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I love FNAF.
You're actually the one that got me into it, and then now my kids play it. And even my 10-year-old is like, Dad, you play this part, it's too scary. And I'm like, I'm too scared. You know me, Jess. It's jump scares.
That's great.
Yeah. But no, it's honestly even just cool walking by the celebrities and kind of just like spying on them and being like, oh, cool, I'm taller than them. That's pretty sweet.
Oh, I do the same thing. Yeah.
Tanya Budge gave us a tip at the baseball game.
Yes.
That we're sworn to secrecy, but I'm sure if you reach out to her, she might not.
Can you tell us right now? the secret?
No, we're sworn to secrecy.
Because how was the game? Because I missed the game.
Well, the bees lost.
Good transition, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was actually rainy and kind of cold, which was
and snowy. It snowed.
It didn't. That was not snow.
It did snow. They even said on KSL that it was snow.
Fine, it snowed.
You guys are the cutest couple.
It snowed. It was magical. I had 2 wieners.
We did watch Spencer double fist 2 wieners.
I don't like that. I
don't either, but I'm just reporting the facts.
And you know what?
Like KSL did with the snow.
The real loser that night was me.
They're minor league wieners. That was your whole problem right there.
Whoa. That sounds a lot worse than it is.
Can someone start a podcast called Minor League Wieners? Oh, it's already happened. Anyways, okay. So
if you do that, you're going to end up on a list. I guarantee it.
That's awesome. But the game was fun. I saw the pictures. I'm sad I wasn't there, but a bunch of people came out, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Apparently Tanya's telling the secrets.
With the Vascars, Corey Tanner.
I'm jealous.
The Bud just came and gave us secrets.
Yeah, rude. Just tell us the secret.
I'm going to tell the secret. Can I tell the secret?
No. Tanya told us not to tell anybody.
How about just tell us, and then you can ask, and then cut it out of the show if it's not worth, or if she doesn't want us to share.
I'll tell you after the show.
Okay.
I'll tell you after the show.
And everybody who's listening right now, go into the other group, go to the chat, go at Tanya Budge, and ask her. There we go. I'm sure she'll. Okay. I'm sure she'll cave. She'll cave.
Love it.
She'll cave. But anyway, yeah, it was a lot of fun to just hang out with everybody. So.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have to do it again. We'll have to do it next year during like fireworks.
Yeah, that's a good idea. When it's a little bit warmer.
Yes.
No snow, quote unquote.
Yeah, it would slush.
Yeah.
Cold rain.
We should do it when Zach's not in California.
Yeah, because he would come.
Oh, totally.
So, Jess, you're on task now. You're going to have to join us again and tell us about Universal Halloween Horror Nights to talk about the scary part of that part of the world. So, because Disneyland, not super scary. Perfect. And now that we're leading into October.
I loved it. It was great. Yeah, I like the scary stuff probably way more.
Because I want to know, I don't know if I'll be able to go this year, but I think I'll want to after you tell us how it went. But with all that said, Josh, how about you lead us out?
I would love to. The Other Show with Kent Dunn, Josh Hansen, and Spencer Myers. Produced by Kent Dunn, Josh Hansen, and Spencer Myers. Show design and audio editing by me, Josh Hansen. Sales Manager, Spencer Myers. Please rate, review, and subscribe to The Other Show on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, YouTube, or wherever podcasts are found. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. To better connect with us, join our Facebook group, The Other Group. For past episodes, links to our other shows, and to shop for show swag, visit www.theother.show. And remember, when you're not listening to me here, you can hear me on my other show, The Party in the Back.
You can hear me on my other show, Bacon Cell.
And you can find me meeting celebrities after FanX at...
And by the way, it's at the Grand America Bar.